Well, Boundary Ford had some different clients on their lot last night. They weren't looking to buy a car, but to instead have some fun and support the community. Our Brittany Matika has more.
Families were invited out to the second annual Boundary Ford Fundraiser to enjoy the summer sunshine.
It's a non-profit event. It's giving back to the community in the tough times, and what better fun than to have all kinds of cool fun games for kids.
The event had hundreds of people out to enjoy face painting, check out the fire trucks, jump in the bouncy castles, and to meet some new furry friends from the SPCA.
Boundary Ford, we care about our community. We created a program called Boundary Gives. It's basically a committee of people that get together to look at different sponsorships, and what we want to do is give back to the community.
The rescue squad grilled up burgers by donation and suited up for a live demonstration. The demonstration showed the crowd just how powerful the jaws of life are by tearing apart an old car. And there was a large, unexpected gift to big brothers and big sisters.
The check we received today is a huge surprise. They asked us to come down for a presentation. We had no idea what to expect, and it's just fantastic. We truly appreciate the support we get.
Boundary Ford plans to have the event again next year. Brittany Matika, Newcap News.
Air Cadet Week wraps up with the local 186 Squadron celebrating 75 years in the border city. The annual ceremony will see a change in command and year-end awards at the Lloydminster Exhibition Association. Memorabilia signifying the squadron's history is on display throughout the weekend, and there will be a significant turnout from alumni attending the ceremony.
Out of the original 42, the group that started it, we'll have 2 at ACR this weekend, so we're looking forward to them and their input, of course.
Captain Matthias says what is most striking from going through the photos and articles from the squadron's history is the impact cadets have made after graduation.
Many of them are still in Lloydminster or close to Lloydminster. They're still thriving, viable citizens who give back to their communities, who have key roles.
The celebration begins at 7 this evening with the cadets' annual screening of the film Top Gun. Well, the Lloyd Ex is hosting the 4-H Expo this weekend, where hundreds of members from the region will be showing off their projects. 22 different clubs will be taking part in the Expo this Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with 300 4-H members having projects on display.
Expo is where all the clubs come together and compete against each other. It's their year-end kind of wind-up show. We start tomorrow.
A variety of different types of clubs will be participating over the 3 days, with members displaying cow, calf, heifer, steer, light horse, and multi-projects.
The new addition this year is we have a rabbit demonstration on Sunday, which we're going to see rabbits do a little bit of an agility. We also have a yak this year as a yak project, so that's going to be interesting.
The event is free all weekend and open to the public. It will end on Monday at 2 p.m. with the steer and lamb sale. Well, it's Kids Day tomorrow at Bud Miller Park, and the Air Cadets are hosting a come and go tea. Heather Clagus has the details in this week's What's Happening.
Tomorrow is going to be a busy day at Bud Miller Park. The Border City Optimist Club is hosting their annual Kids Day, so bring the whole family down because they're going to have a bunch of different things you can do. They'll have bouncy houses, a petting zoo, a climbing wall, a whole lot more, plus a chance that the kids can win a bike. Things get underway tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And make your plans for next weekend so that you can take in the 9th annual Manitou Lake Gospel Music Jamboree. Things get underway next Friday with free banana splits. Then they've got live music all weekend long. Great opportunity to spend some time together as a family. And if you're headed out and doing some camping, they do have free camping available. We want you to start off your weekend by winning. This weekend, we've got a copy of Barry Manilow's latest CD. This is My Town, Songs for New York City. And there's some songs he's written and also some classics on here as well. If you want a copy, it's really easy. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontests@newcap.ca. We want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the music. And it's a special weekend for the Air Cadets here in Lloydminster as they celebrate their 75th anniversary. And you can help them celebrate tomorrow when they host a come and go tea starting at 1 o'clock. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Clagus, and that's what's happening.
This is Newcap Sports.
It's an exciting day for chuck wagon drivers and their horses. North Battleford hosts the first stop of the CPCA season. Lance Phillips spent Thursday with BJ Carey's team and got a first-hand look at the work required before the wagon hits the track.
The people don't understand how much work we do. They think we just throw them off the liner, throw some stuff down, and then that's it.
But that's not it. And Thursday, I was given an opportunity to see what goes into race setup, beginning at 7 a.m. with some last-minute truck training, before loading up and making the trek to North Battleford. Nothing to it.
So tomorrow we would be 6 till when race time starts. And then we're going till around 10, 11, doctoring, feeding oats, making sure everything's okay, nothing's scared, all that.
They don't understand all the hours that goes into the horses and all the care that goes into them, and I think that's what kind of hurts our sport.
The horses eat before us. They get looked after we look after them better than we do to ourselves. Like every time they come in the barn, there'll be a new feed for them. Their barn's always fresh every time we take them out and in.
But all that work isn't done by one person. Carey has a team of people that are instrumental to his success on the track.
If they weren't here, you couldn't do it. It's that simple. I got Jen Pete hired again this year, and this is year 4 that she's been back, and she does a phenomenal job. We work well together, and Kim and the kids, they're out there every day too, helping.
And once this weekend's over, Carey and his team will undo all the work put in, move to the next venue, and repeat all the tasks again. It's clearly a deep love for the sport, but more importantly, a deeper love for his extended family.
Oh, we love our horses like they're our kids. It's that simple.
Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports.
After a weekend in Lashburn, the U16A Liners had a weekend they'd like to forget. The team had an opportunity to bounce back in Ladies League ball, and Maidstone was in town Thursday and provided the Liners with what they needed to change their fortunes. The Liners produced 13 runs in a 13-1 shellacking of Maidstone, a season high for the girls. According to coach Aaron DeJong, a change in technique has changed their fortunes at the plate.
Once the girls start acting on the ball, at the at bat, they really start pouring it on. That way they get that confidence up, and they start working on that and feeding off of that. So that's where the game changer is for us.
The game's turning point came after a Maidstone pitching change in the 4th inning, a move that allowed Lloydminster to score 5 in the frame.
We tend to have troubles hitting off slower pitchers, so that was kind of nice to get a faster pitcher in there and start getting some hits.
They definitely hit a lot better with faster pitches for sure. The timing and the seeing of the ball that's what they're focused on. Yeah, the little bit slower pitches, a little bit harder for them.
We're definitely going to have to figure out how to hit off the different pitchers and how to make contact and get on base.
It was a stark difference from a trio of weekend games when the Liners were outscored 24-6, and it's the mental side of the game that's helping them improve.
What we're trying to do is shake that off, and the girls are getting more resilient to it. A lot of season left, so the more that happens, the quicker they shake it off, they get bouncing back right away, and it's been working well for them, yeah.